You guys, I'm kind of happy, but I'm kind of sad. Like, I realized that by next week, Thursday, my swim class is over. And the way the city of Toronto works is they usually take a month's break between classes. So I think this set of classes was July, August. They're going to have classes again October to December. And then I think they have classes from February to about April or maybe May. Maybe February to about, no, because it's usually a month break. So about February probably to about April. And then they probably take May off, and then they do like June to July, August kind of classes. So that's like their sessions. So after next week, I'm not gonna see my class anymore. I actually really liked this class, Adult Swim 3. I would say that it was not as rigorous as Swim Fit, but I really hated that facility. Y'all know that facility that I was at for Swim Fit. Oh, it was not doing it for me. The showers were freezing. The air outside smelled stink. There were geese flying above my head as I'm trying to swim, and they're flying really close to where I am. I said, you know what? And the crusty flutterboard they gave me, I said, you know what? I don't need to be here. Even though I missed the girl who was with me in the previous swim fit class. Hopefully we'll see each other at the next swim fit, and I'll apologize to her and say, hey, I wasn't planning on leaving when I saw you last, and I did tell her, hey, see you next week, and then she came back, and obviously I wasn't there, which I feel really bad about. But I didn't mean to ditch her, but like the opportunity came to go to a better facility, so I said, you know what, let me just take it. But yeah, I'm glad I made the switch. This class, they were so nice, they were so welcoming, they really made me feel like one of the team. Oh my goodness, I hope I can be that welcoming to people when they're new to a space, you know? I don't know what was the thing with the teachers though. No. Before anybody watching this, calm down. I'm not criticizing the teachers. Every teacher we've had has been stellar. My issue is that every single time you come to the class, you don't know who the teacher's going to be. When I came, I think I came for like the third class or so. The people in the class before were complaining because they had this guy teacher and he didn't do a good job apparently. And so then we had this girl and she did a great job. But then she told us she was moving away and she was just kind of covering shifts for this class because apparently the person who they had planned to book for this class, they didn't officially sign them on. And so that person went and got a job somewhere else. And so she was kind of just covering. And so we're like, okay, cool. And then she had told us, like, I think last Thursday, she said she wasn't going to be there, but she was going to be there this Tuesday. So Thursday came, we had a great instructor, loved her, she did an excellent job. I kind of hope she comes back for the last two classes, but we'll see. So then Tuesday we were supposed to see the lady that I had seen when I joined the class. And apparently they said, oh, she can't come today, but she'll come on Thursday. And then apparently they didn't have anybody for our class. They didn't have anybody booked for our class. So this lady came in as a cover, and she was supposed to cover Adult Swim 2, but Adult Swim 2 only had like 2 people in the class. And so they said, okay, we'll just put 2 and 3 together and let's just teach them together. And you know what? I think she did the best with what she could do. And you know what? I had a great time. We'll see on Thursday if the original lady I saw comes. If not, it's okay. Again, 3 more sessions for this class. It'll be okay. It'll work out. But it's just been interesting. It's been like the case of the traveling teacher. And like they haven't quite been able to find like one solid person, which is kind of, again, the instructors have been doing a good job, but it gets a little frustrating when it's like you do a class with one instructor, they teach you, and then the next instructor, they don't really know what the other person taught you, and they don't really know how to build off of the previous lessons, right? So it's a bit of a challenge kind of making the class feel seamless, but I will say that our group has been a solid group, really enjoyable people, and you know, they've made it worthwhile. So I'm still looking back on the 2 classes, I still think I made the right choice switching out. So I'm looking at the schedule for fall classes and I'm kind of stoked. So what's probably going to happen is for September, I'm going to keep doing lane swims for Tuesday, Thursday. Probably by early September, probably for the month of September, I think I'm going to do boxing classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just for September. I'll do that. And then Tuesday, Thursday, I'll do swimming. Obviously, I do swimming on Monday, Wednesday after I do boxing class. Friday, I won't go swimming after boxing class because I have French club. So I'm just going to come home, shower, and do French Club. For Saturdays, I'll continue doing lane and leisure swim. Same with Sunday. Yeah, I do lane and leisure swim Monday, Wednesday nights as well. And then just lane swim only probably for Thursday and Tuesday night. So I'll try and see if I can find somewhere that has like a 2-hour lane swim that I can just kind of hit up. So October, when classes start, I've been going through the entire schedule. And so I'm trying to like plan out like how I'm doing my classes. I know you guys are probably thinking, oh girl, you still outside. I guess I kind of am, but like when I lived at home with my family like 3 years ago, the only places you were going was home, school, work, church. That was it. You were not doing anything. And then of course COVID hit, and oh my God, you were just stuck basically at home forever and ever. Amen. It was a struggle. And ever since COVID, I promised myself post-COVID, we are not staying inside. We are not staying inside. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I wouldn't even be surprised if there's another panini in the future. Just my estimation, but just my speculation. So I'm like, you know what? Just in case another panini comes around, I want to make sure that I maximize my time outside as much as I can before they lock us in our houses again. So, yeah, so now I'm trying to plan it out, guys. And I'm trying to talk to my friend about it. And she's giving me a reality check, and I don't really want to hear it, but she's right. Even though I hate to admit it, she is right. So the plan right now is we're going to keep leisure and lane swims on Saturdays. We're going to keep that. Saturday morning is up in the air. I could go back to boxing classes Saturday morning. Don't really feel like it. Like I could, but like boxing class, I feel like I've lost the joy that I used to have in boxing classes. I think that it's a good self-defense technique. I think it's a good way to lose weight and get more fit. But I'm not seeing my progression as much as I used to, and maybe that's also because I'm not going as often as I used to. I used to be in pretty much every single class when the doors open, save Sunday. Now I'm doing like 2 classes a week. So obviously I'm doing a different class that's a lot harder. So like obviously I'm not as good as I used to be, but you know, it's hard when you're not really seeing that progression for yourself. And then of course there's been a few times I've had to take time off because like I pulled something or I hurt something. And so I don't know. I have to find my stride. But maybe, you know what? Maybe it's not about progress for me. Maybe it's about all the friends I make along the way. But anyway, my plan is for October, I'm planning to do classes, boxing classes on Monday and Wednesday, and then do the leisure and lane swim afterwards. Saturday morning, I probably won't do boxing. I'm probably gonna just stay home and just lounge about because I like having my Saturdays off. But I just checked the schedule for Toronto programming, and they have a singing lessons class at a very affordable rate, 1.5 hour lessons for like 9 weeks between October and December. And then the facility is not that easy to get to, but like I can make it work. But the class is at like 9 in the morning on a Saturday. I'm like, ugh. Y'all, I'm not a morning person. I really am not. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, should I do it? Should I pay for the class and make myself go to classes? Because I've never had singing lessons. Like, yes, I can sing, but I sing for fun and sometimes when I go to church. But like, I've never actually like had proper singing training, you know? And for me, it's a bit of a struggle that I want to learn how to sing better. I want to get better technique, but I don't know if I want to be schlepping it up to Timbuktu and having to wake up when God is asleep to get there. You know, I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's like I want to, but then my friend's like, girl, you know you're not a morning person. You know you're going to be complaining every minute when you go. And it's like, yes, but maybe I'll enjoy it. Maybe it's about the friends I make along the way. We will see, guys. We will see. We will see.